do you mean?
Your what is that?
It's my new look.
Your new look? What are you trying to be?
Wolverine.
Like the superhero Wolverine?
Yeah, like the super.
You're an adult. You're not a
Who
kid.
gives a fuck?
No, you need to change that.
No.
You gotta change it.
No,
you look stupid.
I'm not shaving my fucking beard.
Why?
Because it's fucking cool.
No, it's not. You look like a fool.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into Basic Billiards. I am your host, SithLordFelix, with the always amazing Sensei Bryan from FX Billiards. How are you, boss?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, no, hey, I cannot complain. Definitely, I've been actually practicing a lot this week. I've been hitting the tables a lot. Got quite a few clips. For those that have been following my channel, you should start noticing that I'm definitely releasing a lot more pool content, more shorts, and obviously, like I have these, I have this podcast, which I split up into a few sections here and there. But yeah, I've been playing a lot. That's actually the good news. Have I been playing good? I don't know. That's a different story. But what about you? I see you're down at Folsom Prison. I'm glad that they let you talk to us today.
I told them, look, in lieu of my phone call, can I do this podcast? It's short. So.
Yeah, well, I'm glad the guards let you do it, and they didn't catch you smuggling in contraband this time, so they let you get away with it. So thank you for joining us.
Only my headphones. I can't say where I hid them.
Yes, but the good news is that at least you're able to wear them.
Yes.
So always invest in lube, fellas. All right, so let's get started here. So I'll tell you, from our last podcast, we started talking about like the APA rules, and you know what? Big shout out to Backyard Billiards, to Chuck. Sorry I did not reach out, but I want to plan a better time for him to come on and chat with us, because he's actually interested in coming on the podcast.
Yeah, I've been. Chuck and I did a podcast together almost 2 years ago, and I've been. You know how we do. We say, okay, we're going to get together. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then we all get busy, just like I've been trying to get you on my channel. And so we've been trying to get together. But maybe if we do it here, I can catch up with Chuck. So that would be good. But yeah, Chuck he's a cool guy. He was one of the original subscribers to my channel.
OG.
And if people don't understand what people think my channel's 3 years old. My channel's 10 years old, and the first 10 years I only released 8 videos over 10 years. But Chuck was one of the people that watched my videos, and the state has been around ever since. So I try to support him as much as possible. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's actually, he is a good guy. I am going to end up being at some point, God willing, I will be at his, I will be playing one of those games, one of those matchups somehow, some way. I'm almost positive I will get humbled, but I will try nonetheless. It might make for some entertainment. Because those guys are pretty badass. I've watched quite a few clips.
Yeah, most of them are pretty decent players. I remember the genesis of that whole thing, because of course they asked me if I wanted to get involved in it, and I would have been that guy that had something come up, because that's always been the case. Like when I wanted to play on a softball team or whatever. It was always something that came up that was out of my control. So I didn't want to be that guy that messed up the broadcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been some good matches on there. I really like what he's doing there. I don't get to watch them very often. But yeah, there's The one advantage you'll have is you'll probably be on the bar box, I guess, when you do your podcast, and some guys will be on larger tables, so that
Yes, we
might
are.
help you out. Yeah, but they're pretty decent players.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are they the first to kind of have that format of, like, I guess it's you against the ghost versus the opponent against the ghost, and I mean it's perfect for online. And I feel like I haven't
Yeah.
seen that anywhere else. Maybe someone has done that before, and I'm taking credit, and I'm giving credit to
Well,
the wrong channel. But I mean, at least it
I'm
looks like they're going to
sure.
bring it mainstream, more mainstream.
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere somebody is trying to copy it. The advantage that Chuck has is that he's well known and he's liked. So a
Yeah,
lot of guys try to steal these ideas, but they don't have the connect to make it happen. Where there's a community of us that I would call the better channels, and we all kind of know each other. But you always get some knucklehead that comes along that hasn't bothered to do his homework and doesn't know who I am, doesn't know who Chuck is, doesn't know who these people are, and they're in their
right.
own little universe, and they don't realize, no, you're not even on track. Like you have no idea what's already going on. So yeah, they're like on their own little island. So yeah, the answer is somebody may try to do it, but I think Chuck was the original one to do it. And
Yeah,
him and Jim ran it by me initially, and it was actually going to be a little bit different. There was going to have a kind of a gambling overtone to it, and that was the
oh
only advice I could give them was I don't think YouTube was going to be happy with it if there was gambling going on. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
that,
At least on screen,
yeah, and in a podcast form. So yeah.
Imagine
Anyway,
someone just getting fucking. Imagine someone just getting drained online. It's begging for money. Come on, like in Hustler. Come on,
yeah.
I can take him.
There's a lot of gambling content on YouTube. Like my channel, they're funny about it. The
Yeah.
the terms of service is funny because, like, I can teach people to play poker, and we can watch matches of poker players and stuff like that. But if you put even the link to like an online poker site on your channel, you may lose your channel. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy the way it all works out. Anyway, but nevertheless, Chuck is doing a good job. I can't wait to get on here with him because that'll be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna organize it because I want to come up with some good topics for him to come discuss. He wanted and I guess we'll save this for next week. But he wanted to expand a little bit on that APA talk we were having, especially when it comes to ranking and sandbagging and things like that. How much it's changed the game. And I'm definitely curious to hear his take on it. We touched on it a little bit over the phone, and at some point I was like, "Yo, you know what? I want you on." And I was supposed to get him on today, and it's 100% my fault, Chuck. You can punch me in the face when you see me live. But I will prepare for it next week in a much better way. I had some work things get in the way, so that's why I didn't handle it this week. But next week, you'll have a link, and everything will be good to go. Hopefully, we can get you on. But that being said, you guys definitely got to check out Backyard Billiards if you haven't so far. It is super entertaining. The games get real heated, or not heated, suspenseful. Edge your seat. It's actually very. I love it. I do watch it from time to time. I'm busy doing my own content, but a lot of times I'll have it running in the background. So definitely check out his channel for sure. Backyard Billiards. I'll see if maybe I'll leave a link down there and
Yeah,
help him out.
and I think this segment is called King of the
But,
Hill. Is it the King of the Hill?
King of the Hill. That's right. Yeah, the KOTH, King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird format. And I didn't get permission, so I'm not going to play videos of his channel this time. But hopefully, when we get next time, I'll have him running on the screen for a bit, and we can check out some games and maybe even do some commentary if he's cool with it, whatever. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'll see if I can leave a link down there. Now, I guess besides that, I guess we can just do regular review some racks. So this is just from I actually have a couple of these, but this is my most recent practice. And I think all of these are bad news. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have any runs here. Oh, this is kind of cool. Sort of every time I bank it or kick it, I get excited because that's like a 30% shot for me or 25% shot for me.
Right. Just a production issue. Your mic's popping a little bit.
See, oh, sorry about that. That's me hovering over it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of static.
Kiss the mic. I should
so we got a little bit of static. So I don't know if that is necessarily a pop, but it's a little bit of static.
Okay.
That's okay. We can still understand you. Just
okay,
to let
good.
you know that. All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's run it.
All right. Oh, this one's interesting. Kind of a crowded table here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So you're not playing anybody; you're just running them off, right?
Yeah, it's just me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Snap back my cue there like an idiot. Noticed that now.
Got a weird pattern here. Where is the so is the 8 down here in this cluster?
The 8 is right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Right here. Yeah, and I am just hopeless, or helpless. I'd rather how to get to it.
Yeah, that's one of those racks where, when you're on the stripes, you get your balls off the table, you can't get to the 8, and your opponent runs out because you can't get to the 8.
It's like can't get to the 8. So,
yeah. So your shot making has actually improved considerably over the last few months, and how you determine what to shoot, is obviously improved as well. So just the fact that that you have decisions to make, a lot of
so I drew it. Yeah, the shot call or the shot decision. I think I drew it back too far. Obviously, that was my mistake. I was trying to get somewhere in this area, and maybe I could cut it in, but this point just plan to make contact. If this was a regular game.
And that was, that was what I call a multi-inning rack anyway. It's not something that, a lot of amateur players are going to run out. Now here, the solids should definitely run out, but this puts a lot of pressure on the solids, because if they don't run out, the 8 is so makeable at this point.
Right.
And
It's
I
just
guess
me
it's
and
no
the eight
surprise
ball
to
now.
anybody. No surprise to anybody that plays in APA. Most, I would say most fours and under aren't running these on a regular
Yeah.
basis. And a lot of people don't even practice these patterns because it looks so easy. That's one of the major mistakes that people make is that layout. That layout looks crazy easy, but it's crazy easy if you watch professionals. It's not crazy easy for amateurs. Amateurs
Right.
always overestimate their capabilities as far as like because if you ask them what is your pattern here, give me your next 4 balls, they'll say with great confidence, I'm going to shoot the 2, I'm going to get to the 5, I'm going to play the 7, and then I'm going to play the 3. And I'm like, no, you're not.
You're gonna shoot the 2, and then
You're
you're
going to
gonna have
shoot
to
the 2,
readjust.
right? Yeah, exactly. You're going to shoot the 2, you're going to be out of line, and none of that other stuff is happening. But they, for whatever reason, people. But that's the case with everything. That's everything people do. Nobody sings as well as they think they sing. Nobody looks as good as they think they look.
Yep.
And sports, forget about it. Oh my God, people. I've had people tell me how great they are at pool, and I come to find out they're like an APA 3. Like that. That's where they would rank if they actually
Yeah.
played in the league. But they don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
bad they are because they're in a small universe of people. Well, I think I'm sure we talked about this on the channel.
Yeah.
You play the same 5 people all the time, and they have no experience and no abilities. Yeah, you might be the czar of that little group of 5 and be in the 10% worst players in the world and not know it. And not know it because you're on your own little island. So,
Wow.
but it happens a lot. It happens an awful lot. In in sports, in cards, and I always say 90% of the population has never seen an elite player in person in just about anything.
Right.
So they they have a warped view. So
Oh man.
yeah, those patterns, they look easy, and then I can tell after the first 2 shots, okay, he's not running out because there was one shot that had to be taken before the other.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, let's see what happened. Let's finish it to see.
Because let's be fair here, I got interrupted in the middle of my run. I don't know if you caught that. Someone
Who
wants to come
interrupted.
talk to me. I don't know, some freaking jerk. It was probably my girl, but I don't know. Someone interrupted me. No, right?
Some freaking jerk off, maybe my girl.
Probably my girl. I love my Lyra. Just kidding.
We have a on the air sign at my house, so basically don't mess with me. We don't use it as often as we should, but let's keep people from interrupting me while I'm recording.
All right, so here I'm checking out the table, right? And then you can see it. Huh? Oh, hey, baby. Yeah, no, you're not interrupting. No problem. What's up? You need me to buy what from the store? Okay. And these fucking teenagers. All right, get out of my shot. All right. So yeah, we'll fast forward that.
Damn, these people come into the community room.
Talking shit about my neighbors.
I did a video where my wife just walks in, starts talking about getting her taxes done, and she's just going on and on. And I just kept the camera running. The whole time. I think I published the video with her in the background yapping about this stuff.
That's hilarious.
So I finished out the run, and then I said, you realize I'm recording? Oh, yeah, oh.
My bad. I'm so sorry, honey. But
Yeah.
still, we
I
need to
think
do
that's
this,
when
that, and the other.
that's when my on the air sign was born. She bought it for like a Christmas present or something.
Yeah, right.
So this is not bad. So we have what I like to call the parallel ball problem, where we have two balls side by side, and you usually have to do something good to get on the next ball. So that was the absolute correct choice. A lot of people try to draw that back or something silly, and because they're scared of the side pockets.
Yeah. Why should be scared of the side pockets when you could? What? What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
What a
that's why they're
loser.
scared of them. You no
But you know
longer
what?
have a
Like that being
5-inch
said,
pocket from that angle.
yeah. But you know what? That being said, I still like that run very much because there was purpose behind it. It wasn't like, oh, let me get a shot here and see what happens. Let me shoot this and see what's open. You can kind of see that there's more method going on behind the run.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
it was a good run, and as far as position goes, I mean, you either played good position or you made a good recovery on each shot, and
Yeah.
you played the 8 in the right spot. You know, the highest
hair
percentage
left.
spot for your position. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're right though. There's a reason people are afraid of the side pockets, and from that angle, it's a smaller target, but it is the right shot.
Yeah. No, I was with you. I think that was my mentality. It's like, okay, let me set this up. I think I can get in a straight line to the side, and I think I just start second guessing myself.
So this is the kind of run here that I tell people all the time. Just bring the cue ball back to the center of the table. We don't have this opportunity all the time. It's a very rare occurrence. But when it happens, if you just get the cue ball back towards the center of the table, you're going to run out here. So you don't need to overthink your pattern. You got an an insurance shot on the 3 ball. As long as you get on the 1, yeah, as long as you get on the 1, you're okay. But yeah, if you visualize the way the balls were laid out, the cue ball coming back to the center of the table each time would have put you out.
Oh, this is your famous drill.
2 below drill.
Yep. Ooh, what happens now?
Good shot. I wouldn't have hit it that hard.
I know. I slammed the shit out of it. But
interesting use of the rails for position.
yeah, I totally planned that.
Yeah. I like to tell people you now have 2 wishes left.
Yeah, you kidding. Oh, that's a great. They should make a statue of me pose just like that, trying to catch my breath.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's good stuff.
Looks so stoic.
Like, yeah, motherfucker. I made
it. But yeah, I made that shit. Yeah, that was crazy. I almost scratched twice on that freaking launch that I did there. Let me see. I actually think I have a couple of more here. Hold on. I have another video. Shorter one. Let me get it running here. I think this one's from a little earlier. Did I just hit pause on it? Yeah, there we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's try to pop that 8 out. Oh no, never mind. No, it wasn't. That's the 4. It's not even the 8. God, I'm a fat piece of shit. All right.
Did I ever tell you my favorite line from a sitcom?
What was that?
Favorite line I ever heard in a sitcom. In the history of sitcoms.
What line was that?
And a lot of your audience might be too young to even have been watching this show, but the show Friends was like crazy popular. And there was a
Friends.
Friends. Yeah. I mean, it was like, the number one show for a while. But there's if you don't know the show, and it's funny I'm saying this because it was so popular, the idea that somebody doesn't know the show is far out. But I do know that some people that probably in their 20s, maybe even 30s, might not remember the show, but it was the biggest thing ever. But there was a character on the show, Monica, who's like crazy hot now. But when she was younger, in her teens, she was really overweight.
She's chunky.
And, and they were watching a video of her like going to the prom or something. And she was like 75 pounds overweight or whatever it was. And so one of the guys, when they're watching the video, one of the guys goes, "Oh my goodness." And she says, "The camera adds 10 pounds. He says, "How many cameras were on you?"
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
I love that line.
Yeah. Well, no. Trust me, I'm actually a definitely a Friends connoisseur. I do love the show.
Yeah.
One
of my favorite line ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great one.
I have these crazy lists. My favorite line from a sitcom, favorite line from a movie, favorite breakfast I ever ate, all of those. I have these lists in my head.
Damn, I'm trying to think of shit. If I try to think of my favorite sitcom line, I'm too much of a couch potato, as you can tell from my friggin' appearance. But I'm too much of a couch potato, so it's just I got too many references. South Park, Simpsons, Friends, Different Strokes, Family Ties, Family Matters, Full House, all that shit. Perfect Strangers. So I'll end up going autistic by the time I figure out the line.
So we always end up going on a tangent outside of pool on this, but that's one of the reasons I love doing this.
Which I love.
Same. Family Guy. When my daughter, God, that show's been on for over 20 years. Because my daughter was like 2 years old, and I would turn on Family Guy, and my wife's like, "Look, she shouldn't be watching this show." I'm like, she doesn't get the dirty jokes, right?
Right.
She's 2 years old. It's just a cartoon to her. So
right.
There was an episode where the family had gone to a nudist colony. And they were playing board games with a family that was nudist. And so everybody's naked playing like Monopoly or something. And the dad wins and he stands up and he shakes his butt in everybody's face and says, in your face, right? So one day my wife calls me, "Get up here, Bryan, you got to come upstairs." I'm like, "What?" I go upstairs. She said, "Do you know what your daughter just did in the tub?" She stood up, turned her butt to me, and wiggled it and said, "In your face, in your face."
Yeah. You better start putting the honeymooners in front of her instead of Family Guy or Full House, something a little more.
We still didn't stop watching it together. Like you need to learn the in your face move.
Of course not. No, I was the same way with my kid. Yeah, come on. One day it'll come in handy, just perfect.
Exactly.
So, shit, I remember with my kid, I ended up. He's 5 years old. I'm watching Scarface with him. I'm like, stupid moves. Like I was a young kid myself, practically. But damn, he was saying, "Say hello to my little friend." He was saying all that shit. So, oh God.
Yeah, Did you see the movie Taxi Driver? With
my favorites, of course.
De Niro. Yeah.
Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Well, I heard my daughter once in the bathroom, again, 2-3 years old, going, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?"
You talking to me?
I think you must be talking to me. I'm
Yeah,
the only one here.
You must be. There's no one else
my
here.
God.
Yeah, right. He's got his shower curtain wrist gun pop out. Oh, who you talking to? Right. Great movie.
But see, I get a pass on all of that stuff.
But
She ended up going to the School of the Performing Arts and got in for acting. So
there you go.
I can always say I was
There you
prepping
go.
her. I was
That's
prepping
right.
her for her
That's
future
right.
education. Yeah.
And then like she'll end up being on the whatchamacallit. She'll end up starring alongside Robert De Niro when he's, now that he's on his
105.
way out. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
He's
in
probably like 80.
Goodfellas too, when they finally get around to it. Which is already out. It's called Casino.
No, actually, I love them both. Casino is actually, I think it was better. I think Goodfellas gets a lot more press, but I enjoyed Casino. I guess, I don't know.
Amen.
Amen. They were both good.
I'm with you. It's funny you said that. I'm glad you said that. That was literally my next line. Is I prefer Casino to Goodfellas, even though they're both 10s in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just like one's like maybe a 10.01. That for me that would be Casino, and that was because of Joe Pesci in Casino was brutal.
Yeah, he was.
Nicky Santoro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people.
You could
I guess people know those were true stories, and but yeah, I think I liked Casino more. I've seen Goodfellas more times, but I like Casino. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
all of those movies.
Actually,
just everything De Niro touches. I mean, even comedies are great. Everything he's in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tangiers Hotel proudly presents the all-new Sam Rothstein Show.
What's your name? Your FX Billiards poker show.
Yeah.
This should be your intro right here.
Live from the all-new Sportsbook, we present the premiere showing of Aces High with the Sasha Semenoff Orchestra and the Sam Rothstein Dancers.
God.
Mr. Rothstein is a professional gambler and the best.
Nothing about this show says Rothstein. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As no one has ever done before.
I want an equal amount of blueberries in every muffin.
The new entertainment at the Tangiers Hotel Casino, Mr. Sam Rothstein.
Guys, if you have not seen this movie, could you be any more dumb? Sorry. I had to bring it back to the...
Yeah. This clip is not a good representation of the rest of the movie. Oh, you know what? It's a good clip. One of the better clips.
I know. It's such a random shot.
Yeah, when he brings
which one?
his wife's pimp in, that's a good. When he goes to the restaurant and he tells her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
Take the money. Let me find that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I love that.
Robert De Niro. If he sticks to it, he's going to be a big actor one day.
One day
I can
he'll
tell.
make it. Yeah,
he's going to be big. One day. As long as he sticks to it, I'm sure he's waiting tables or something, waiting for his big break. But
all right, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The fact that Goodfellas did not win an Oscar tells you everything you need to know about the Academy Awards.
It did?
By the way.
That's
did
crazy.
Not win shit. Yeah, this movie that I don't even think got recognized either. He finally got a movie for that one that no one cares about. Oh, here we go.
How you doing, Les? It's Lester, right?
It's Lester, right?
Sam.
And I follow James Woods on Twitter, who's amazing. Follow him.
From my recollection, the card shark, the golf hustler, the pimp from Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I'm wrong, please correct me, because I never knew you to be a heist man. But if you are, you know what? Yeah, take mine too. Go ahead, take it. Because you already have hers. She's my wife.
You already know.
Look at me.
I
You know
know.
that, didn't you? You knew she's my wife.
He can already feel his bones
Hey, look
breaking.
at me. Yeah. I know that. You're done, yeah?
And Sharon Stone was amazing back
Oh
then.
my
I mean,
God.
she's
If you ever come back
Yeah.
again
Yeah,
just
my heart would just sink.
to take her money,
Yeah.
next time.
and
bring
one
a
of the
pistol.
smartest
That way you got
women
a
in
chance.
Hollywood too. People
Be a
don't
man,
realize
don't be a
that.
fucking pimp.
She's like
Yeah.
brilliant.
Do me a favor.
She really picked
Get
some
out
roles.
of here.
I mean,
I want to be alone
Basic
with my
Instinct.
wife. Get the fuck up and get out
Oh
of here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot about it.
Why you feel that you're too good, much too good for a nobody like me?
I feel like he was thinking about taking the money. He was like, should I? And then he like thought himself like, maybe not.
We should part. But how soon you
Trying-
get the fine thing?
Remember when we called him that
Cool
night?
guy,
We said
cool.
goodbye to him. He didn't say don't get married. I'll be right down. We'll get married. He didn't say that, did he?
No, I didn't.
No. Instead, what did he say? Fuck him. Take it for everything he's got. Come here. I want to show you something.
Oof.
The second letter came right after I gave you your star.
Jeez. This is a pool show, guys. Keep it friendly. Come on.
It's not his fault. It's my fault.
Well, I'm gonna isolate that. When I miss a shot. If I miss a shot, I'm gonna play that clip. It's not his fault. All right, so, which is a great way to end the show with Casino.
It's not,
Which the lesson learned: beating the shit out of Lester. Yeah, it's not his fault. Yeah, beating the shit out of Lester did not solve the problem. You know, I think that ass whooping should have went somewhere else, but that's a whole other talk, which I don't want to.
yeah.
I don't want to get a spam.
Some people, you know what? Some people just don't learn. No matter how many times they get their asses
and that's
kicked,
Sharon Stone.
yeah, they double down.
But you
And-
know what?
and
That
that's what.
No, I was gonna say, for that matter, Rothstein couldn't learn. I mean, like after strike one, it should have been like, okay, this isn't gonna work. Like the whole point was like, I need someone I can trust. Like he wanted to trust her, but there was no sign, nothing saying that he should have trusted her from the beginning. But that's a whole other thing. And I think now at this point, I think I'm going overboard on your time, right?
Just a little, but there's what we don't get from that. You know, we see it as a gangster movie. It's really a love story. I mean, he was so crazy about this woman that she was trouble from the start. When they met, she was hustling people. She was stealing money from him.
Yep.
Remember, that's how they met. She was stealing money, but she was so hot.
I mean, Sharon Stone in 91, 90, come on. Yeah, like 93, 90 in that range.
Exactly.
There was
Forget about
she
it.
She was the girl. And
Yep.
to her credit, when he asked to marry her, she was like, that's not a good idea. Like,
Yeah, you don't want
know
to
what I
marry
mean?
me. What are you crazy?
Yeah.
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 But yeah,
So-
that's how hot she was. So.
Now take everything we discussed in Casino, ladies and gentlemen, apply it to pool. And I'm sure
Apply
you
it
can
to
find
pool.
there's a lesson there, like use the Miyagi training to to put it together, wax on, wax off. It somehow relates.
The lesson everyone should have learned was take the money because you're going to get your ass whipped anyway.
You get your ass kicked anyway. You know, might as well take the money so you have something to pay the doctors with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much as usual for if you made it this far. You know, be sure to hit the like and subscribe. We are getting so close to monetization. I can almost taste it, but not quite. So just keep with it.
How much?
Keep hitting
How
like
much do
and
you
subscribe.
need? How much?
All right, so I have the followers. I just need the watch time. My watch time, I'm 700 hours away, which is about 7 weeks worth if I'm doing my math right, unless I get a boost.
Okay.
700 hours away from being able to accept members, and 1,700 hours from being able to see ads. So I'm more than halfway there.
So, well, hopefully between me and Chuck, and I keep saying, I say every week we're going to get this done. But if I can get you on my channel, and I know we both have crazy schedules right now, but I'm going to send you some times as soon as I can figure it out, and try to do it. I've been even busier over the last few weeks as I'm trying to catch up on all of my in-person lessons. I thought I had 7 people on a waiting list, and I combined my waiting list the other day, and I had 21 people on it. So,
God.
So yeah, I've been trying to knock those out, at least 2 or 3 a week. So that's really taken a lot of my time up as well. But yeah, we'll get you there. All right, buddy.
No, sounds good. God bless.
All right, gang.
See you guys next week.
Hit the subscribe and like button here, and talk to you soon.
Yep. All right, later. Take care.